Imu-sama has started to show off. He took down Zoro and Sanji. So now, it seems like the spoilers for the upcoming chapter 1180 have already come out, and the title of this upcoming chapter is Omen. And if we really look at the pattern in One Piece, whenever a chapter has a symbolic title like this, it usually hints at something much bigger, almost like a warning of what's about to happen next in the story. So the first information says that when Imu arrived in Elbaf, he immediately went straight to Zoro's group, where he instantly attacked Gerd to free Summers. From Imu's attack, he was able to cut off some of Gerd's fingers. If you remember in the last chapter, Gerd was the one holding Summers. That's why it only makes sense that he was the one targeted by Imu. This also shows Imu's precision. He doesn't waste time. He directly eliminates the key obstacle in front of him. So when Zoro saw what Imu did, he immediately took action. Using his attack, King of Hell, Onigiri, Zoro attacked Imu, but it was quickly blocked by Imu using his tail, and right after that, Imu launched a counterattack. He created a black flame called Omen and threw it directly at Zoro's face. As a result, we can see Zoro's face covered in blood. The fact that Imu can casually use a tail to defend suggests that his body itself might not be human, or at least not completely human. Now this Onigiri attack is one of Zoro's strongest moves in his three-sword style, especially after he unlocked his King of Hell state using advanced haki. Meaning, if Imu was able to block it so easily using just his tail, it speaks volumes about how powerful Imu really is. It also raises the question, does Imu possess a higher level of haki than what we've seen so far, or is this some completely different power beyond haki? As for the Omen attack, which is described as a black flame, I suspect that it is similar to Imu's weapon, the same kind of flame that we previously saw. But what's interesting here is that black flames are very rare in One Piece. We've seen different flame colors like Ace's normal fire, Sanji's blue flames, and even Lunarian fire, but black flames could symbolize something more destructive, possibly linked to darkness, void, or even the power of the Void Century. Speaking of Omen, this is also said to be the ability that Imu used to revive Summers. He used Omen for that. And this opens up a huge theory. If Imu can revive people, then this power might not just be offensive, but also something related to life and death itself. It could be connected to forbidden knowledge or ancient technology from the Void Century, which the world government has been hiding for 800 years. In the next information, it is said that Imu suddenly created black wings and immediately flew away. It turns out he went to Sanji's group. The appearance of wings again hints that Imu might not be a normal human. This could connect to the ancient races in One Piece, like the Lunarians, or even something entirely unknown, similar to what he did with Summers. Imu also revived Gillingham using Omen. This further confirms that Omen isn't just an attack, it's an ability with multiple uses. If this is true, then Imu becomes even more dangerous, because he can both defeat enemies and bring allies back into the fight instantly. When Sanji saw this, just like Zoro, he also attacked Imu. Using an unnamed attack, Sanji suddenly kicked Imu, but it was also easily blocked by Imu-sama. As a counterattack, Imu kicked Sanji using his leg covered in black flames, which caused an explosion. This moment is very interesting because Sanji is known for his speed and power, especially with his enhanced Germa body and Ifrit Jam. Yet even with that, Imu was able to react and counter instantly. So in this upcoming chapter, it's obvious what Oda did. He made Imu directly target Luffy's right hand and left hand men, Zoro and Sanji. Both of them were taken down quickly by Imu, and this serves as a barometer of just how strong he truly is. Even though for us, Zoro and Sanji are already extremely powerful, compared to Imu, they were treated like nothing, just toys that he easily defeated. This is similar to how past major villains were introduced, by overwhelming strong characters to establish dominance. It's also interesting to see the idea of black flames on Imu's leg when he kicked Sanji. Could this possibly hint at Sanji's final upgrade in his attacks? We all know that currently, Sanji's flames are blue, which already surpass normal fire in temperature. If Oda is setting this up, then maybe Sanji's next evolution could involve an even higher level of flames, possibly inspired by what Imu just showed. It would be a perfect narrative setup for his future power-up. Anyway, the last information from the spoiler says that this chapter will end with a confrontation between Imu and Loki. So why are they facing each other? If you remember, Luffy's situation is actually worse than Loki's because he was drained from using Gear 5. This means that most likely, Luffy is still eating to recover, just like he always does after exhausting his energy. And this gives Loki a temporary spotlight, possibly to show his true strength against someone like Imu. At the same time, Loki facing Imu could also hint at Elbaf's deeper role in the final saga. Giants have always been hyped as one of the strongest races, so this clash might finally reveal how they compare to the highest authority in the world. And of course, in the end, the main character always arrives. Luffy showing up after this chaos would perfectly set up the next phase of the battle, possibly leading to his first true confrontation with Imu. So that's our short spoiler review for the upcoming chapter 1180. We'll talk about them in the full chapter review. So that's it for today.